Hello everyone, welcome back. Here is VanAmsen with another live coding session. So today we are unraveling a captivating problem involving arrays and set. And if you are excited about logical challenges, then you are in the right place. So let's dive right in. So here is the puzzle. You are handed an array of positive integer and another integer k. And our objective is to determine the minimum number of operations to collect the first key integer. And bearing in mind that in a single operation, you can only remove the last element of the array. So sounds thrilling, right? So let's ground this with an example. So consider array, let me write it down. 3, 1, 5, 4, 2. Okay, and our key is 2, and the answer here is 4. So why 4? You might ask, because after 4 operation, you would have collected 2, 4, 5, and 1. And in that sequence, and voila, you have the number 1 and 2. So it's quite straightforward. So now let's try to explain the logic behind possible solution. So we will initialize a target set containing number from 1 to key, starting from the tail of our array. And for each number, we will check if it's in our target set. If yes, remove it from the target. If the target set become empty, that means we have collected all numbers from 1 to key, and we stop right there. And makes sense? So let's dive into decoding. So first, let's craft our so we have solution class and minimum operation method, and we'll start by initializing our target set and operation counter as well. So now let's implement it. So first things first, create a set for a number from 1 to key, and target will be set range 1 key plus 1, and then operation will be 0. And iterate over nums in reverse. So for num in reverse, num operation plus 1, and if the current number is in the target set, remove it. If num in target, target, remove num. So if the target set is empty, we have all number from 1 to key. So if not target, return operations, and finally return the length of num if we have iterated through the entire list. So return len num. Okay, and that's it. So now let's run it to verify it's working. So all good, perfect. So we can go one more time over the code. So first we traverse our num array in reverse, and then once our target set is empty, we got our answer. So a golden rule of coding: always test your code. So let's run. So we run it, and all good, accepted, perfect. So now let's also submit it for asyntax cases. to double check it's working. So yeah, I implemented it previously, so all good. 39 milliseconds, beating 89% with respect to runtime, and also 94 with respect to memory. So quite efficient, and as you can see, really straightforward implementation of the task. And there we have it, from understanding to implementation to testing. So we have journeyed through it all. And if you enjoyed this video and get another value to your coding toolkit, hit the like button and share it with your friends. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. I love to read them. And yeah, so most importantly, keep practicing, stay motivated, happy coding, and see you next time.